Hey guys, welcome to the Max Invest YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at some Chainlink and Ethereum fundamentals. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and remember, nothing in this video is financial advice and you should always do your own research. So, the first thing that I do want to discuss is what's been happening with Chainlink recently. Now, if you are a follower of Chainlink's Twitter page, you will know that the main thing Chainlink are talking about is their verifiable randomness function. Now, I haven't gone into too much detail on this channel what the VRF actually is, however, I have briefly touched on it a couple of times, and I will go into a little bit of how it actually works. So, essentially a bunch of stuff use Chainlink verifiable randomness function right now. As we can see, the majority of things using Chainlink VRF are actually video games. Heaps of video games do need verifiable randomness inbuilt into them. And a lot of people say, what is VRF actually used for? Why do we need verifiable randomness on the blockchain? Because verifiable randomness actually seems like a relatively small thing. However, it is used in all walks of life in the cryptocurrency space. It's used for video games, it's used for a crowdfunding platform on Polygon, it's used for NFT drops, and essentially a whole bunch of different applications actually do need verifiable randomness, and Chainlink will bring them verifiable randomness. So what actually is VRF? Essentially, Chainlink VRF is exactly what it sounds like. It's verifiable randomness. This means if you want to have a random event in a smart contract, Chainlink will do this for you. Essentially, Chainlink VRF enables smart contracts to access randomness without compromising security or usability, which is a really big thing. This doesn't infringe on any of the fundamentals to do with smart contracts, and this makes it even more useful. Essentially, with every new request for randomness, Chainlink VRF generates a random number and a cryptographic proof of how that number was determined. The proof is then published and verified on-chain before it can be used by any applications. This process ensures that the results cannot be tampered with nor manipulated by anyone, including the oracle operators, miners, users, and even the smart contract developers. As we can see here, Chainlink have actually created their verifiable randomness function so that it is proven and finalized on-chain. As a result of it being proven and finalized on-chain, nobody can tamper with it or influence it. As a direct result, a lot of companies and a lot of decentralized applications building off Chainlink will want to use this. Let's say hypothetically you're building a gambling application on the Ethereum blockchain, you're probably going to want to use Chainlink VRF. This is because if you didn't use Chainlink VRF, well then people could tamper with the odds and they could take a lot of money out of your gambling platform. Or let's say that we're doing a random video game on the blockchain. Let's say this video game has drops in it, so every time you complete a mission in this video game, you get to unlock a chest. Now, the chest could have very rare items or not so rare items. Of course, you want this to be very random so that the rare items stay rare and the not so rare items stay not so rare. This means if somebody tampers with the blockchain and unlocks all of the rare items, they won't be very rare anymore as they'll be unlocked easily. Chainlink verifiable randomness function will not allow this to happen, and it will ensure that every drop coming out of that chest is verifiably random, and it will keep the integrity of a game. This is why almost every single game built on the Ethereum blockchain or any other blockchain is using Chainlink VRF right now. Essentially, everything is getting onto Chainlink VRF, and this is one of the big updates in the Chainlink ecosystem right now. Chainlink Twitter is constantly talking about this, and a whole bunch of new blockchains and decentralized applications continue to use the VRF. This is one of the big growth opportunities for Chainlink right now, and this is really great to see. Now, of course, we do know that Chainlink is an oracle network and it provides external data to smart contracts. However, Chainlink does a whole bunch of other things, and verifiable randomness is just one of their functions that they can do for blockchains, and it's proving very, very useful so far, and it does seem to be adding a lot of value to the Chainlink ecosystem. So that was a bit more of a deep dive into exactly what the Chainlink VRF is, how it works, and why it's very useful for blockchain games, NFTs, and a whole range of other decentralized applications. Now, the next bit of news I want to discuss relates to Ethereum, and there's a few little bits and pieces of news with Ethereum. If you came for the video for only Chainlink content, I would suggest sticking around for the Ethereum content, as Ethereum and Chainlink are very complementary to each other. Now, the first bit of news that I briefly wanted to discuss is the Ethereum name service is integrating with the domain name service. This means if companies have a domain name such as google.com, they will be able to connect their Ethereum address to that domain name. Now, in my opinion, this is very, very good, as it means like companies like Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and all of these big companies already with their own domain names can instantly connect their Ethereum addresses to it, and they can connect with Ethereum. This means if companies like Amazon want to use Ethereum, they don't need to get an ENS name. Instead, they can just stick with their original domain name and connect with Ethereum that way. As a direct result, I do see Ethereum becoming the world computer and the world internet, and a lot of these companies will be able to easily integrate with it, which is a very bullish bit of news in my opinion. Now, the next big bit of news is that Arbitrum's date was announced. Arbitrum is coming out in one day on August the 31st, and it really does look great. So far, Arbiscan is out right now, and you can essentially explore Arbitrum right now, look at all of the transactions being made in the testnet, and we will eventually be able to use Arbiscan for the main net, which looks really great. Now, the next big thing pertaining to Arbitrum coming out is essentially Coinbase have said that they are going to integrate Ethereum scaling solutions. This means if you buy, say, any coin on Coinbase, such as Ethereum, Bitcoin, Polkadot, Cardano, Avalanche, any coin on Coinbase, you'll be able to instantly send it to Arbitrum. Right now, the way it would work is you would buy a coin on Coinbase, send it to Ethereum, and then when it's on Ethereum, you'd bridge it over to Arbitrum. However, Coinbase are going to cut down this process for you and allow you just to get the coin and send it directly onto the layer 2. Now, a lot of people have been overlooking this news as they don't really understand the magnitude of it, but this is huge news. For people just to be able to instantly bridge or instantly take their coins from Coinbase to Arbitrum makes it a lot more simple. As a direct result, a lot of unsophisticated users or less sophisticated users will easily be able to get their coins onto Arbitrum and use Ethereum with lower gas fees. So this really does look great. And a lot of people have also been saying that they think there's going to be a world where there's a whole ton of layer 2s built on top of the Ethereum network, and everybody's going to be using those layer 2s. However, a lot of these people won't even know that they are using layer 2s, and this is because they can just simply bridge their assets over to the layer 2s, and they just think they're using Ethereum with lower gas fees. So, if a lot of people are using these L2s without even knowing it, this opens up access to a bunch of people that essentially don't have the knowledge about DeFi and the knowledge about bridging assets and blockchains, and if we can open up access to all of these different people around the world, Ethereum is going to become adopted a lot more quickly. So, in my opinion, this was some very bullish news on Ethereum over the past couple of weeks. Anyway, that brings us to the end of the video. Now, in today's video, we just did a bit of an update on Chainlink and Ethereum. Of course, many of you would know that Chainlink and Ethereum are by far my two biggest positions right now, and this is where I'm really putting most of my money into for the future. Of course, if you like these updates with Chainlink and Ethereum, give the video a thumbs up and comment down below. I know a lot of my viewers also like to hold a lot of Chainlink and Ethereum cryptocurrency, and that really is great to see. Anyways, thanks for watching the video.